Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Samantha. Today we're going to be cooking another delicious meal. We're going to be making some brown stew pork and some seasoned baked potatoes. So before we go ahead, I'm going to ask all you guys to just please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment. Let's get started. So here we have our pork. I already went ahead and washed it and cleaned it up. And now I'm just going to season it. So first I'm adding some salt. Then I'm going to add some black pepper. So I did wash my pork with some lemon juice. Okay, so this is some ground ginger that I'm using. I love cooking with ground ginger. And then we're going to be putting on some paprika. Now I'm just adding some all-purpose season, some Cool Runnings all-purpose season. And I actually added some ground garlic. Here I have my Maggi seasoning. I love cooking with the Maggi seasoning. It brings out so much flavor in the meat. Always cook with my Maggi seasoning. And then I'm just going to mix it in so that everything is incorporated properly. And the parts, I'm just doing some pork back ribs cut up. So yeah, just give it a good mix so everything is all mixed in and the seasoning is spread all over the meat. Okay, so now I'm just adding some red bell pepper. And some green bell pepper. Again, guys, you can just add whatever season that you have. These are just what I have that I'm using. Right now, I'm just adding half of an onion. It's a big onion, so I just use half of it. So yeah, whatever seasoning you have that you want to add to your meat is what you add. I'm just adding what I have. So you could add more, add less. And I'm going to add 4 cloves of garlic. I love cooking with garlic. So I'm going to put it in my garlic crusher and then I just crush it out. And then it just gives me the small pieces of garlic because I don't want the big chunks of garlic in my food. I don't like that at all. This way it's dissolved and incorporated into the meat very well. So I just scrape off the remaining with the knife. Then I'm gonna add some fresh thyme. I love cooking with thyme. The fragrance, the smell, just the aroma that comes off of it is so enticing. And I did wash it before I put it in. Then I'm just gonna give that a mix. Now I'm gonna add my grease browning. I never cook without my grease browning. If I'm cooking brown stew, anything, my grease browning. Now some people will burn their burn sugar and use it, but I prefer to just do this. It's faster. And with a house full of kids, you do things that works faster for you. I think I might have added a little bit too much, but when I add the water, it will fade a little bit, so that's okay. And I love when my meat is brown. I don't like it when it's too pale. So I always have to have my grace browning. So we're just mixing that in to make sure that the browning is spread all over the meat and it's getting colored all in every area. And that is what it looks like. Now my oil was heating up, so I'm just gonna put my pork in now. And I always want it to fry a little bit. I want it to fry before I put everything in. So if, as you can see, I'm separating my vegetables from the meat and just putting in the meat to fry. Some people pour everything in at once, but I don't. It depends on how much time I'm working with. Okay, so now that I put everything in, I did make my pork fry a little bit. So now I just added some water to my vegetable and then I just pour it on it so it can start cooking down now. It can start cooking now. So I did put enough water to cover the vegetable, and because it's pork, you want a little bit more water in there, enough to cover the meat inside the pot. And then I just covered that. And while that is cooking, I'm just going to cut up my potatoes. And I did cut them in cubes so that they can cook. So they can cook properly and don't take a very long time to cook, I should say. So I cut them in small pieces. I cut them in small pieces so that they'll cook fast. Oh, I'm mumbling. Potatoes are all cut up. Now I'm just going to give them a wash. I did cut off some, if you saw some patchy areas, it's because I did cut off some pieces that have some like the some brown spots and stuff, Potatoes have those spots. So now when that's all washed up, we're just going to season it. We're going to go light on the seasoning because we don't want it too salty or, overbearing. So I just added a little bit of salt, some lemon pepper, a little bit of paprika, and some of my all-purpose seasoning, and some black pepper. Then we're just going to mix that all together. Make sure everything is covered with a little bit of seasoning. And I'm not going to do too much seasoning, too much potatoes. So I'm going to put them all in my baking pan. And as you can see from the looks of my baking pan, it has been used. I've been using it. So what I'm doing is I just added a little bit of olive oil so I can baste the pan so it doesn't stick. so my potatoes doesn't stick. So I just use my brush to brush around the base and around the edges of it. And then I'm just going to pour my potatoes in, my seasoned potatoes. And I'm not doing a lot because my kids will be having noodles. So I'm just doing a little bit for myself and if they want some. So after I poured in my thing, I just spaced it out a little bit so that they have enough space to cook properly. So and then we're gonna cover it with a piece of aluminum foil. And yeah, and then we're gonna put it into bake. But before that, we're just gonna poke some holes in the aluminum foil. I always like to do that just so that the heat can pass through properly, you know, and it cooks faster. Just to let the heat pass through. Okay guys, so this is the finished product. Sorry about the presentation. I was in a rush, so I didn't get to do my side dishes, like my broccoli and stuff, so pardon me, but it tastes really good. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend. And please let me know what you think in the comment section. All right. Thank you. Bye.